Input-Output Global has drafted a QA-DAO improvement proposal, CIP 1694, that outlines an on-chain decentralized governance mechanism for Voltaire. This presentation by QA-DAO focuses on governance actions. What is a governance action? A governance action is a blockchain parameter, on-chain event, triggered by a time-limited transaction, has a deadline after which it cannot be enacted. Ratifying an action. A governance action is ratified once it has gathered enough votes to support it. If it fails to gather sufficient yes votes before its deadline, the action expires. Or any action may be dropped subsequent to a motion of no confidence. Once ratified, an action is said to be enacted. Types of governance actions. 1. A motion of no confidence is a motion to create a state of no confidence in the current Constitutional Committee. 2. New Constitutional Committee and/or quorum size. These are changes to the members of the Constitutional Committee and/or to its signature threshold. 3. Updates to the Constitution. These are modifications to the off-chain Constitution, recorded as an on-chain hash of the text document. 4. Hard fork initiation. This triggers a non-backwards compatible upgrade of the network and requires a prior software upgrade. 5. Protocol parameter changes, that is, changes to one or more updatable protocol parameters, excluding changes to hard forks. 6. Treasury withdrawals. These are movements from the treasury, subcategorized into small, medium or large withdrawals. Plutocratic voting for governance actions. A motion of no confidence can be voted for by DREPs and SBOs. A new committee or quorum in a normal state can be voted for by the Constitutional Committee, DREPs and SBOs. A new committee or quorum in a state of no confidence can only be voted for by the DREPs and SBOs. An update to the Constitution can be voted for by the Constitutional Committee, DREPs and SBOs. A hard fork initiation can be voted for by the Constitutional Committee, DREPs and SBOs. Protocol parameter changes can be voted for by the Constitutional Committee, DREPs and SBOs. Treasury withdrawals can be voted for by the Constitutional Committee, DREPs and SBOs. The active voting stake thresholds, AVST, is the percentage to be used to determine if there is a sufficient active voting stake. This parameter represents the minimum amount of ADA deposit needed to enact a governance action. AVST fallbacks operate in the following way. In Constitutional Committee no confidence motions or states there is no AVST fallback. Instead, both the DREPs and SBOs vote. Hard fork initiations have no AVST fallback. In this situation, the Constitutional Committee, DREPs and SBOs all vote. Normal motions of no confidence, updates to the Constitution, protocol parameter changes and treasury withdrawals all have an AVST fallback where SBOs vote. The QA-DAO blockchain splits time into periods called epochs. One epoch lasts approximately 5 days. Governance actions are ratified and staged for enactment only on an epoch boundary. An action may be dropped as a result of some higher priority action. Governance actions will expire after a set number of epochs. Staged actions will be enacted on the following epoch boundary. Enactment of governance actions. At most, one action of each type may be enacted in any given epoch. A successful motion of no confidence, the election of a new Constitutional Committee, or a constitutional change invalidates all other unenacted governance actions, causing them to be immediately dropped. Enactment of actions in the staging group for the current epoch are prioritized in the following order. 1. A motion of no confidence. 2. A new Constitutional Committee or quorum size change. 3. Updates to the Constitution. 4. A hard fork initiation. 5. Protocol parameter changes. And 6. Treasury withdrawals. All governance actions will include a deposit amount, a reward address to receive the repaid deposit, a URL to any metadata that is needed to justify the action, A hash of the contents of this metadata URL. Specific governance actions will include: for protocol parameter changes, the changed parameters. For hard fork initiation, the new major protocol version, which must be one greater than the current version. For treasury withdrawals, a map from state credentials to a positive number of Lovelace. For updates to the Constitution, a 32-byte hash digest of the Constitution document. For new Constitutional Committee and changes to the quorum size, a set of key hashes and a positive number that is no greater than the size of the committee. And nothing else for a vote of no confidence. Join the discussion on GitHub, the QA-DAO forum, Discord, Reddit and Twitter. Thank you for watching. CIP 1694, Governance Actions. A QA-DAO Explainer.